What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Prod.cast. I'm Andric.
I'm Basil.
And I'm SK.
And today we are here to record a few episodes as what we usually do. We don't record one episode every time we meet. But this particular one is all going to be lighthearted from now on. From this episode onwards that you guys are hearing, it's probably going to be released in the month of December, and they're all going to be quite lighthearted, I would say, because we are closing the year. We don't want to have any topics that are too heavy or anything like that. And it's also going to be the last few episodes of season 1. So when you hear us again next year, it will be season 2. Right, so we hope that you guys have enjoyed your journey with us on the last couple of months since we started recording and posting. We know that it hasn't been regular, but we've really enjoyed ourselves, and from the start we've agreed that it's not going to be something that's on the regular. We do it when we are free because it's really for entertainment purposes, and we have no sponsors or nothing like that, so we don't really have a schedule to follow. But for those people who have been listening to us all the way from the start, we really thank you for your time and thank you for your loyalty, and we hope that we can start something soon. There might be something in the works soon, which we will reveal later. But today's episode, we are going to talk about a little bit on the VTL, which is the, what's it called again?
The Vaccinated Travel Lane. Yeah.
Right. But not so much on the political side of things of this topic, but really touch a little bit on the VTL and just talk about, what are our dream destinations now that we've been stuck in Singapore for 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years, man.
Yeah, man.
How has it been for you guys being stuck here for 2 years?
Wait, before that, when was the last time you guys traveled?
I would say my very last travel was in 2020. During the Chinese New Year period, I went to Malaysia to visit my dad's family. That really was the last time I stepped out of Singapore. Okay. Then came back, it's lockdown already.
Oh.
Yeah, Malaysia for me too. But the last time I actually took a plane, I guess that would be 2018 March to Hong Kong. Yeah.
Right. If that's the case, then the last time I took a plane would be probably in late 2019 to Bangkok with my girlfriend.
Oh, 2018 also.
2019.
Oh, 2019. I went to Bangkok in 2018.
Oh.
Yeah. But my last experience going overseas was in Malaysia, but it was a bad one because I ended up have to cut short my stay because I have a very bad migraine that and I was in pain for almost 2 days before I decided to cut everything and then just go back home.
Oh, shakes, yeah.
Yeah. So and then after that, the initial plan was supposed to go to Japan the following year in 2020. Then COVID happened.
Oh yeah, I actually had a plan to go to Japan in 2020 as part of maybe 3 to 4 week kind of holiday kind of thing plus work, because there was supposed to be the last time I went to Hong Kong was to go for this trade show called Film Art, and I wanted to we didn't go 2019, and I wanted to go again in 2020, and we wanted to as you guys know, we shot the concept trailer for Sacred Garden Singer in late 2019, so we wanted to bring our pitch materials to Hong Kong in 2020 March, and Film Art is usually in the mid of March, and there was going to be another event. I think it's some another trade show in Tokyo that would be in early April. So I thought, as you guys know when my birthday is, right? So I thought I could do the Hong Kong and then just hop over to Japan for about 1.5 weeks before the trade show. Yeah, did not happen.
I see. You?
I did mention that my last trip was to Johor because the reason was because I always have this sort of staycations that I always do alone just to keep myself in check or keep myself sane.
Keep yourself in check.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Interesting choice of words. So
I basically will be just think about how Heath Ledger actually, he actually shared before how he will just close himself inside the hotel room. That's what I did. And except I will just go out for dinner or maybe it's just occasional massage. At that time, the first day was fine. Then starting from the second day onwards, I start having my migraines start acting up, and and the next thing I knew, I slept there for like 2 days straight.
Whoa.
Then by the time the third day, I called my mom and said, you know what, I'll be coming back. So I guess you guys know that I stay very near. I stayed very near the checkpoint.
They are closer to Malaysia than Singapore.
Yeah, anywhere in Singapore. Yeah. So I just straight away hop on. It was 5, so I just straight up hop on to the nearest cab that I can get, and I rushed back. So it was a 45 minutes journey from my hotel all the way back to Singapore. Or to be exact, all the way to my home.
Oh.
Yeah. But the weird part was my migraine actually was completely gone right the moment I touched down to Singapore. So it was a very weird thing, because I don't know whether is it because of the hotel or not. Yeah.
It could be in the mind thing also. Like.
Yeah, maybe. So I wanted to go back again, and then this time around I was thinking, you know what, next year, because that was in 2019. So I was thinking, you know what, I want to go back this kind of style of staycation, but I just want to go to somewhere further, and I was thinking about Japan at that time. So, and I was single back then, so I wanted to be doing it alone, and then COVID happened. How about you, Andric?
What's the question?
No, do you have any travel plans that were affected by COVID?
Yeah.
Do I have any plans that were affected? Actually, yes, but it's not like I was planning to go straight away. If anything, Lena and I were planning to migrate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So it wasn't really, say, travel. I mean, of course, travel plans were in the works and in the back of our were on our minds, of course. But we had plans to start the paperwork for migration to New Zealand, because honestly, as much as I recognize that Singapore is my birthplace, my hometown, it just doesn't feel right for me. I'm still going to love it always, but it's not where I want to grow old in. I want to grow old in a farm where there are honestly more sheep than people, which is, I guess, New Zealand. And I've heard nothing but good things from my friends about New Zealand. And I've never even been there too. So actually, we were already in touch with, I don't think I can label them as travel agents, but basically people who help facilitate migrations.
Or basically the immigration consultants or some stuff like that.
Something like a middleman.
Yeah.
But of course, these people are based in NZ, and they help other people from around the world move to NZ with whatever with whatever conditions that you are required. Good thing that I chose videography as my career, because they need skilled workers there like that.
Yeah.
So it would have been easy for me to move, to be honest. But halfway through the paperwork and the testings, and not say testings, but like, whatever it's called, the words escape me now. But halfway through all that, COVID hit, and everything was on hold. In fact, everything was dropped. Right, so our case was dropped. So
that's the worst.
when NZ reopens again, we have to reapply and redo everything.
Of course, they're not taking any. They're not letting people go in anyway. So
yeah,
and it's unlikely they're gonna do it anytime soon.
Well, I'm not sure about that. I hope they open up soon, because one of my dreams is to be able to move there before my dogs get too old or die. Because I've always I've done a lot of things for my dogs, including move homes. Right. I don't know if you guys have been. I don't think you have. But the previous home that I was staying in prior to my current place in Tampines was a landed home. And I honestly only considered that because there was a huge porch where my dog can run around. And that's the only reason I got a landed place. If not, I'll just freaking get a condo or HDB that is rented. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah. So it's always been my dream to let my dog run free on my farm, where he can just run wherever he wants and jump and do what makes a dog happy. So I know it sounds silly to some people, but I make a lot of my life choices based on what I want for my dog.
This is everybody's decision actually. So
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. But travel plans, of course, because as I said, I've never been to NZ, so we were actually planning a caravan trip with a couple of our friends to just go and tour NZ for a couple of weeks and go and check out the town that we wanted to stay in. Yeah, so of course all those were on hold lah. And then smaller plans like, like just going Bangkok to eat and chill and relax and go for massages and stuff were all gone. No?
Yeah.
But not like we have purchased tickets or anything lah. So we didn't lose money. We just could not do anything.
Just a bummer.
Yeah. But I guess that most of us are having this situation where we have made all our plans. I mean, we didn't get the tickets, but it just, because of this pandemic, then everything needs to not only be on hold, but probably, had to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
All right. So let's not let this episode be a downer.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about slightly happier stuff. Okay. What do you guys think of the newly opened VTL? Right. We've had this topic on the back of our minds for a couple of weeks now, but we're only doing it now. And at this point, the newest open VTL is to JB. So what are your thoughts on that? For me, I think it's good, right? I am happy for all the Malaysians and Singaporeans who are stuck on either side of the island.
Yeah.
Now having the opportunity to go home and visit their family for the first time in years.
Yes.
But I've recently spoken to a client of mine who also happens to be a Malaysian lady, and I asked her, are you going to take the opportunity to go back to Malaysia to visit our family because you haven't seen them in 2 years, right? She said, yeah. Then she said, she probably will not be going back. I asked, why? And she said, because the cases in Malaysia are not getting any better. What if she goes back there and she cannot come out? Then she's not going to be able to work here in Singapore.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I felt a bit sad hearing that even though the option is there now, but she still chooses not to go, even though she misses her family like crazy. So, well, that's one of the downsides, I guess. But what do you guys think? I don't know where it is.
What do I think? I think that we have to start somewhere. We have to start reopening our borders.
Yeah.
So the VTLs are a good way to start, I guess. Of course, not everybody is going to be able to benefit from them, or not everybody will be will take advantage of it. But I guess for the economy and for the world to be connected again, you have to start somewhere.
But I genuinely think that I agree with Basil that opening up borders is really something very important. At the same time, I just feel that this is a good start, but it's not something that anyone should rush to do, because set aside the fact that by this time this recording goes out, Omicron is around. The main thing that I feel that we should really think of is nothing currently. There are a lot of things, like for example JB itself, a lot of things actually is closed down and it's not going to reopen that fast. Yeah. I've seen videos of for City Squares and for KSL and
City Square?
Yeah. Not I mean there's City Square and JB.
Alright, okay.
Yeah. So the City Square Mall and JB, and it's actually a dead town right now.
Yeah.
And KSL is even worse. The atrium is like, not just atrium, but everywhere is like, quiet. So I genuinely think that by the time everything opens up, the likelihood is, even if you go there, there's no shop, there's no place that probably you can patronize in a way by the end, because everything still needs time to build up. So, and not to mention with too many restrictions, rollback, opening up, etc. And after that, maybe they'll roll back for some. Not a lot of businesses will really want to reopen and let people in that fast, and some of them may never come back. Like those shops that you used to go to may never come back. Yeah.
Yeah, I think to be honest, I think that the moment people can start going over, they'll start reopening quickly, and
it's not difficult, to be honest.
it's not difficult, especially because there's a lot less barriers in Malaysia as compared to us. Yeah.
If they don't roll back, because there's still the possibility of rolling back, especially like for example Europe in this case, they open up, now they have the Omicron happening, and then most of them actually start cutting back on their own side of their opening up.
And I want to disclaim something you said just now. At the point of recording, Omicron is around but hasn't reached Singapore yet.
Yeah, it's not.
By the time this comes out, I'm not sure. I honestly hope not.
Please
but
don't.
but yeah. But yeah, I mean, with the introduction of the new variant again, things really might roll back because it has already officially reached Japan at the time of recording.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so hard to not let this episode be a downer. What the heck?
No, I think I don't think we should let Omicron stop us from reopening, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I still believe in this way is that even though the main rumor they claim is that Omicron is it will reduce the efficacy of the vaccine, but they say reduce. They never say the vaccine will be useless against it. So in a way, I feel that it's just probably going to be. I'll put it bluntly. You are still protected. It's just that it's not as strong. That's all. But you are still.
I guess. Yeah.
You're still protected nonetheless. So
I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll wait and see how they say or what they say about it.
All right. So I guess that's our thoughts on VTL. I think even though with a little bit of skepticism in it, but generally we all can still agree that we are happy for people who are able to travel. Will you guys be taking advantage of the VTL?
I don't think so, to be honest. But it also depends. It also really depends on how long the VTL lasts.
Yeah.
Because I guess there's places I feel like going and I want to be, but it's not essential. That's all I would say.
For my case, I
think generally leisure travel is not essential.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's what people need the most now. We have been stuck in Singapore for too long, and Singapore is the environment within Singapore is encouraging us to work and not rest.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right? There are not a lot of I would say outlets that allow people to relax.
Yeah.
Correct.
So people use vacations as an excuse to let their minds go or to let go of work for a certain amount of time.
Yep.
Which is also the reason why I chose that kind of staycation before pre-COVID, which is just to get out of Singapore, and I don't really activate my roaming, so nobody can contact me. So the moment I go, that makes things way easier when I actually go and close myself inside the hotel room.
You basically go off the grid lah.
Yeah. But I can't do that when I'm in Singapore.
Of course you can't. No one can.
Yeah, so even if I tried to rearrange, like say, a staycation in Singapore before, and it failed miserably because everybody will still try to call you. So to me, that part is something that I really hope that I can do.
No, it's not just that lah. Like, if you're in Singapore, right, the chances of being able to shut down or shut off is very low because you're in a place that's too familiar.
Yes,
exactly. To you, and time really passes really quickly here. Yeah.
Because we are very fast paced.
Super, man.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, since we are on this subject, and we're recording in the month of December, we are approaching the end of the year.
Yep.
A lot of people are already in holiday mood. Some of them are already having a holiday. Like I literally have a couple of clients that I saw in their stories that they are already overseas.
Yeah.
Because they took advantage of the VTL. They are, I think, in Germany or something, or in Korea.
Germany, US, a lot.
Yeah. I have a friend who
So with the three of us being self-employed here, do you guys intend to give yourself a break coming to the end of the year? Like for me, I am going to announce to my clients soon. Like I'm going to send a mass text to everyone maybe in the next few days, or maybe after the weekend, that from 23rd onwards, I'm going on a 2-week break. So don't contact me, and I'm not going to do any shoots from 23rd to 7th of January. So what about you guys? Are you going to take your own break?
Probably in January.
Only in January?
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, you guys know I'm running quite a fair bit of projects now, and they will only end. I think they only end like after Christmas, so no point, right?
No. I mean, like when I say close shop, doesn't mean you completely hands off everything. I mean, I'm pretty sure when 23 comes, I'm still gonna be editing stuff, but I'm not taking any more new projects until after 7 Jan.
Oh no!
So-
If I close, I want to close.
Ah,
I don't want to do anything at all.
I see.
For me, is already my schedule is actually reduced during the last 2 months, which is November and December in the first place, because post exam and school holidays. So to me, that is already something, or that is already considered a break for me. So I'm not I'm not like going to be like, oh, I will shut myself down anyway. I'll just continue to go on, but at the same time, there are more days that I can actually have break. So I think I'm not complaining.
Cool.
Like in 19 and in 20, end of the year, I took 1 week just I closed the office and that's it. Never do anything. Yeah.
2 days.
Never even come in.
One whole week.
One whole week.
Oh, okay.
7 days.
Oh, okay.
I'm closing for 14. I feel like I need it lah.
But if I close for 2 weeks, I would not do anything, or I probably won't even come in. Yeah.
Ever since I don't know about you guys, but ever since circuit breaker was forced upon us, I'm really starting to value giving yourself a break.
Yeah.
It's really, really important. And I'm actually more insistent on it now than ever that everyone needs a break.
Yep.
More often than you think. It's not like, oh, let's take a break once or twice a year. It's really like, really give yourself a day of doing nothing at least once a month.
Yeah.
Just to let your mind shut off from your usual routine. So if you're able to do that, even if you're physically in Singapore, it doesn't feel like you are in Singapore. You can just be in the comfort of your own home where everything feels familiar and do shit that you don't usually have time doing, like, catch up on your Netflix or your Disney Plus, or, go for an art class, like recently SK went for art jamming.
Yeah.
It's not something that you would do on your own time, right?
Yeah.
But having that first time experience, wasn't it quite refreshing?
Yeah, I didn't expect myself to do this kind of thing to begin with, and
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like whether it was fun or not is one thing, but you had a new experience.
Yeah.
And how many of us can actually say that living in Singapore, that hey, I've had a new experience? Because everything in Singapore is so convenient, it's so fast-paced, but it's fast-paced to the point that there are actually a lot of things for us to explore. We just don't have the time to.
Yep.
So
agree.
give yourself a break. Whether you're an employer or an employee or a freelancer or what, use your VLs, use your leaves, your vacation days and things like that. Give yourself a break. The company can still function.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that is hard right now, I mean, I'm speaking for myself, is, since circuit breaker is getting the break that you need, because once you're at home now, everybody's assumption is that, oh, you are working from home, and the mindset suddenly can change. But like, unlike back then when or even like Best right now, who has his own office, it's easy for him to just go, okay, all I need to do is just close or just close the office, and then you can officially get out of the working zone for that 2 weeks without getting yourself, having the mind on the work itself. But unfortunately, for someone who is working from home 24/7, or not 24/7, but probably throughout the whole of this last 2 years, it becomes harder and harder to separate yourself from the work, because whatever things that you try
You
to
have
move
set
away
up
from.
a workstation at home.
Yeah.
You wake up, the workstation is right there.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is something that is I'm facing also. That's why I feel that it became something more of, okay, if I don't have a class, I will just don't switch on the computer, and then I will just lie in my bed, and then I try to see, I try not to look at the computers, etc. That's the only way I can do it. But if you tell me that I can do it within 2 weeks of not looking at the computer, it's kind of hard. So I tried to break it down into just only like few days of working.
So that's why most Singaporeans feel the need to force themselves to go on a holiday, so that you are literally miles away from your computer. Like even if you want to reach for it, you cannot.
Yes.
Right. Ayo.
And in some
But I
instances,
mean, when I go holiday also I work there.
Yeah.
My laptop is just there.
That one no choice one lah, right?
Yeah.
It's like even when we are planning to go for a holiday, it really is a struggle to decide whether should I bring my laptop or not. Fuck lah, bring lah, because just in case. I think you bring only, fuck, do work already.
Yeah. I know it's happened to me all the time. Like I, even when I'm on holiday or what, I'm still replying emails one.
To be fair, I don't even need a phone.
I'm a bit sick one.
I don't even need I don't even a laptop to actually to respond to emails.
Oh no, it's just me because I don't like to reply emails on the phone.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's move on to something a little more lighthearted, right? We have talked about what our thoughts are on the newly opened VTLs and the various destinations. We have talked about what were the plans that were disrupted and things like that. What would be your dream vacation now? Like, seeing that as how not just Singapore but the world is slowly opening up, I believe, again, not taking Omicron into consideration, but it does feel like the entire world is moving towards reopening its borders all around the world.
Yeah.
Except for Japan right now, apparently, but that's a different story.
Yeah.
Let's just say in 6 months to 1 year, okay, the end of next year this time, right? Let's give it 1 more year, and we should be able to travel to most countries. Where would you want to go first, and what is your dream vacation after being stuck in Singapore for 2 years? Since I posed the question, let me share mine first. Then you guys have a bit more time to think about it.
Sure. Honestly,
my dream vacation, on the contrary to what you might be thinking, and despite what I just said, is not going to New Zealand. New Zealand, I honestly see it as a work trip, because I am not going. Like, my mindset in it is I'm not going there to enjoy myself per se, but I'm going there to search a possible future home. So I'm going there with that kind of mindset, right? Of course, if I go with friends and we are going to do a caravan trip and whatever, there is going to be a fun factor to it, but doesn't mean it's a holiday trip per se.
Yeah.
Right? It's a holiday trip with a motive.
Yep.
Right. So my dream holiday right now would actually to be going to this place in Japan called Nagano. I mean, of course, knowing that it's closed right now, but let's just say it's open. So I don't know if I've ever shared this with you guys, whether on air or privately, that my girlfriend Lina, she works in the hospitality industry, and she manages ski resorts in Japan, over here in Singapore. I mean, she does it here in Singapore, but the ski resorts are all in Japan, in the Nagano prefecture, at the Nozawa, is it state? No, town.
Yeah.
Right? So it's kind of north of Japan, and it's up in the mountains. That you if you land in Tokyo, you need to take the Shinkansen, which is the bullet train, all the way to I forgot where, and then you have to take a couple more trains and a bus just to get there. It's a 6-hour journey from Tokyo. It's not easy. It's not easy. Even the Shinkansen alone is like 3-4 hours already. Yeah. So if there are any listeners out there, if you happen to watch this Japanese reality TV show called Terrace House on Netflix, you might be familiar with Nagano, because if you watch the one of the newer seasons, there is a character in the show, I forgot her name, but her dad owns a soba shop, and it's called Sasa. And it's actually located right in Nagano. So I went there once because Lina works around the area in Nozawa, where she handles the bookings for the ski resorts. I went there with 2 of my friends to visit her, and then we spent like a week there, and it was really fun. It's fun, not as in like, you know, there's tons of entertainment or shopping. There's nothing like that. It's a town for old people, but during the winter season, there are a lot of tourists that go there to ski and snowboard, because all the ski mountains there are natural, not man-made. So it's natural terrain. So real, I guess, sports enthusiasts would like to go there and ski and snowboard lah. But of course, over the years of skiing snowboard, the path is more or less there already because it's been carved out, right? So it was really fun because it's a town where you literally do nothing, right? You go for onsen, so you wake up, you go to the hotel lobby or something, and you just sit there and you order a cup of tea and you just window watch lor, right? You can literally sit by the window, enjoy a cup of hot green tea, and watch the snow fall, and it's really peaceful. And then when my friend was there with me, the most fun experience we had was spending about 5 hours or 4 hours building a snowman.
Wow.
That's half my size. It's not as easy as it looks on fucking TV.
Yeah.
It's not like you roll a snowboard and you slowly roll. It's not so easy, one. No such thing.
It's only on shows.
When you officially roll the snowball to a certain size, then like you watch on TV, like they roll the head and then they can lift it up and put on the body, right? It's not so easy. It's freaking heavy.
Yeah.
You are basically carrying a giant block of ice.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, it was really fun. We spent 4 hours at the same location building a pathetic looking snowman. I got a photo of it actually. If we have an Instagram page next time, I can post it there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is actually my dream vacation right now, which is to go to that area with her. Because most likely if it does open up, she might have to go back there for a couple of days for work stuff. I'll definitely follow her and just go there and do nothing. That is really a place for people with busy lives to just go there and shut off. If you go there as a tourist and you pay a little bit more, you can actually rent their cabin in the woods in the snow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really isolated. It's so isolated, right? If I use a good example, you need to really plan your week's worth of groceries before going there.
Wow.
Otherwise, going to get groceries would be a freaking hassle for you. That's a good example. The bad example would be if you get murdered, then no one will know. I'm glad Basil didn't spit out his drink.
It's okay.
But yeah, so it's a really nice place, and if I have the chance, I want to go back there and do nothing again. Yeah, so that's my dream vacation. You guys?
Right.
I just suddenly got the urge to really just want to see cherry blossoms, basically. So the very cliche Hirosaki Park, basically just to sit down there and just enjoy it. Yeah. There's also a personal reason. I don't know whether I should share it, but okay, just share it. My girlfriend.
The moment you say you don't know whether you should share, you were sharing it already.
Yeah. Because my girlfriend had this nice little her Facebook profile was actually her standing in front of a cherry blossom, and then I sort of got that inspiration that I want to have her photo changed, where instead of her alone in front of the cherry blossom is both of us.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was sort of like something that I shared with her also. Like I really want to do that, but I don't know whether this will happen next year or not, or probably it'll be the year after. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's March April period, right?
Yeah.
So it's really soon actually.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen for Japan to open up this soon.
Do you all know why Japan closed down its borders so quickly the moment that the Omicron virus is announced? This is something that I heard from Lina, because even though she was in Singapore, but she has to be very familiar with the Japanese politics since it directly affects their tourism there.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
this is one of the most aggressive and fastest decisions made by any governing body, because the new PM, I think it's PM, is newly elected.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. So it feels like a political move.
Well, yeah, I mean, not to get so deep into politics, but you know how the Japanese people have been angry at their government for always reacting so slowly.
Yeah.
So you could be right lah. He's trying to win supporters.
That is exactly what she told me.
Yeah.
It's good. There's good and bad for that decision, but we can't judge.
No lah. I feel that whatever decisions that the government make, as long as we are not citizens of the country, we have to respect it.
True.
I feel that even if we are citizens of the country, we should respect it a little bit, because they were elected for a reason. And it's not like they self-elected, like most large countries would be, I don't know how does politics in Japan work, but at least I guess for Singapore's case, the people get to choose at once every 4 years. Yeah, so it's really, if the government makes any, you know what, I'm not going to say this on this episode, so let's just cut this part out.
Okay.
What's your dream vacation?
Okay, like to be honest, I got a few plans lah. I got a few ideas. All are sports related. Because I'm wondering whether it's going to be possible for me to go to Milan in May. Because there's the feeling was a lot stronger maybe 3 weeks ago when we were doing well in the league. But since then we've lost. My team has lost 2 league games in a row. But we're still playing okay. It's just that maybe we might not be able to win the title this year. But I would still like to go and see the stadium before it closes because they're gonna build a new stadium soon. Yeah. So if I manage to go to Milan in May, then I might wanna just take the time to go around Europe for a bit. And maybe I could even make an excuse to watch a F1 race. Because that's something a friend of mine and I want to do next year, but I think we're only going to do it later in the year after NDP because we both might be working on NDP.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're thinking like maybe September in Japan or something. Yeah.
You've never been to Japan before, right?
No.
Yeah.
What do you expect out of it? Like if you go, like what's your expectation?
I don't know because I've never really like had the like, oh, I really die also want to go to Japan kind of thing. If I go, it's okay. If I don't go, it's okay also, It's not a bucket list thing for me.
I see.
Yeah.
Then where do you see yourself going in like which part of Japan?
I want to go to the place that I really want to see most in Japan is the Hiroshima War Memorial.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, cause I like my war history, so I like to visit like all these sites lah. Yeah, so anything to do with war, empires, and whatever, right? Things that I just like to go there.
Then Civilization would be a great game for you.
Oh yeah, I used to play Civilization when I was in primary school.
This is not sponsored, by the way.
Yeah, I used to play Civilization when I was in primary school, man.
I got it on my Switch, but I don't know how to play.
It's called SafeNet.
I need someone to teach me.
SafeNet. Yeah, on Windows 95.
SafeNet.
On Windows 95.
I see. All right. Just showing us how old you are, huh?
No lah, not very old. Not as old as SK.
But to be honest, I also, if it's like there's no commitment or whatsoever, I also want to go to the Hiroshima War Memorial. Yeah. Actually, there's a place that I really hope to go, but I don't think so in my whole entire lifetime I will ever be allowed to go.
Well,
Yeah.
But if you ask me if there's another place in Japan that I would like to go to, it would be I would guess it would be the Tokusatsu gallery. I can't for the life of me I cannot remember where it is now. But the one that was set up by Hideaki Anno. Yeah. But that's about it lah. Like I'm just like okay lor, Japan is Japan. Yeah.
But to be honest, how any places that you guys like feel like if VTL ever happen, like you all have been to this particular place before, but you really so hope that you can go back again.
Bangkok.
Sorry, Bangkok. So
I've never been to Thailand. But 2 places though. Actually, I really want to go back to Busan. In South Korea. I had a pretty good time there when I was there for work 7 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, like I mean, it was my first time. It was my first time traveling. No, not really. As in, it was my first time traveling out so far as an adult lah.
By train?
By the way, huh?
By train?
Oh no.
Oh my god, I love train rides.
Yeah.
That sounds a bit wrong, but I love train rides whenever I go overseas because it's really so nice. I don't know. I think
it's something that you don't get here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you get to take trains in Singapore, but they are work commutes.
Yeah.
It's not really travel
Correct.
commutes.
It's not a travel commute. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and honestly, when you're on a train in Singapore, there's no view.
There's nothing.
There's
yeah.
really
there's
no
nothing.
view. Unless there happens to be a cute girl in front of you. Or a cute guy,
Well,
whatever you like.
Yeah. Oh, there's one thing I want to do. Like, I mean, apart from my bucket list, Trans-Siberian Railway, right?
Yeah.
I want to take the train from Hong Kong to Beijing.
Oh.
Because there's a new bullet train that opened in Hong Kong, I think just before the pandemic.
Uh-huh.
So it goes from Hong Kong to, I think, Guangzhou. And then from Guangzhou you can take the bullet train to Beijing. And it will take about 7 hours.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Considering that it's a different country, but I think people would refute that.
Well, I think you need to cut that out.
Yeah, sir. later your building got riot.
Yeah, our podcast then we got cancer.
Yeah, sir.
Dear.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
this episode got a lot of things to cut out, so I really have to listen through.
But the place that I really want to go back, surprisingly, is Malaysia, Penang. I really love.
Oh, I would love to visit Penang, to be honest. Yeah.
I love Penang. All this while, no matter how much I was like, I still, the only set of photos that I've ever kept, like there's a lot of photos that I usually will take when I go overseas, and I will delete it probably a few years.
Wait, delete.
No, I will just, because save space. Yeah.
Are they so cheap?
Yeah. But the only one that I kept, even to this day, was my trip in 2014 to Penang, and I love that place a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to go to Penang. Like, honestly, take the train all the way up to Butterworth and then take a ferry from there.
Yeah. I want to do that. Or alternatively is to take a plane. I really want to go there. Yeah.
No, as in, do you remember when we went to KL?
Yeah.
They were supposed to I think by 2022 or 2023, right?
Yeah, there was supposed to be a train to there.
The train will go directly from JB to KL already.
Yes.
No need to stop over.
Yes.
So I'm waiting for that to open. Then I want to do the train, right?
Yeah.
Because right now, if I'm not wrong, right now with the older arrangement, it takes about 6 hours in total. 7 hours in total to go from Singapore, JB to KL.
Yes, correct.
By train.
Yeah.
But the journey will be shaved to 3.5 hours when that new train line is open. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to do that journey again, but maybe not overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the privilege of having somebody to drive me there during that time, but I really wanted to take it. I love the train ride from JB all the way to KL back then.
Yeah.
I love it a lot.
I've only taken one bullet train before in my life, like one long distance train, right, which is the Shinkansen from Tokyo to Nagano.
Oh, okay.
And the scenery I got from that train ride alone was great, lah. So why not more?
Yeah, I've only taken the bullet train. Another thing you need to cut.
Yeah. What the heck? What's wrong with this episode? I think it's going right. I'm gonna take this out.
I need to move ahead.
I've only taken a bullet train once, and it was the maglev from Pudong, Shanghai to Longyanglu station.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's the most Mandarin I've heard you speak all year.
Yeah. But it was a maglev lah. So it was wonderful. Wonderful experience.
I really wish to take a bullet train. Like, just want to have a feel only. Besides looking at the scenery. Yeah, it's something that I always wanted to try. Yeah, so that's why when I was planning my trip to Japan, I sort of list down like, I'm gonna go to different states where I can actually take Shinkansen from that kind of feeling. But unfortunately, everything fell apart.
Oh yeah, for sure. If you go to Japan and you don't take the bullet trains, there's no point.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have talked about what our dream vacation is. Right, I have one final question to ask you guys before we close off.
Yeah.
Like, how the countries that we have chosen for our dream vacation is somewhere that we really want to go, but it's still somewhat kind of like, I would say, mainstream where most people would go. So if you could choose a really exotic country to go and explore for a vacation or for whatever reason, where would you pick? I would pick Inner Mongolia. To be honest, it's really unique. It doesn't, if I'm not wrong, it doesn't really have a lot of tourists, at least from Singapore. And I think the photographer in me would want to go there and capture some shots. So it's a country that is totally not on my bucket list at all, but I think that's precisely why I want to go, so that I can be totally amazed when I reach there, or not. But but whatever it is, it'll be a new experience. So that's my answer. Inner Mongolia. What about you guys?
Just pick any random island in the Pacific. Like, okay, I have this very weird hobby where I like to go to Google Maps, go to some random island in the Pacific Ocean, then see if there's a street view. So if there is, I'll just go there and like I'll just like literally travel online, just looking at like stuff. Like just looking at how the streets look like and everything, and it's just fascinating like how what we see is our real life, right? And we are so advanced, but then you go into there, it's like going back to the 90s. But then there's a little hint of like modernity over there.
Oh wow.
You?
My place, I think everybody will be shocked. North Korea.
Okay, fair. Quite interesting. What?
Yeah. I mean, as in
the Hermit Kingdom.
Yeah, I just want to have I mean, as in definitely, I won't be able to get to where I want to go. I will be controlled throughout the whole time. But to me, that's worth it also.
But how do you know where you want to go?
As in, if
you won't know where you want to go. So
no, as in what I meant is I'll be wherever I go will be controlled.
Of
I
course,
won't be able to go to those legit.
You won't really be able to free roam lah.
Yeah.
Like it will still be controlled on some sense.
Yeah.
And it really would be a trip where your life could really be in danger anytime.
Yeah.
Like you still remember the case where this white tourist I think he vandalized one of the exit signs or something, and he got sentenced to prison for how many years?
Yeah.
Poor dude, man. Seriously. Like I think like got more than 10 years just because he removed the exit sign for fun or something like that lah. But I remember it was a really small crime and a really big punishment, and even his own countrymen were not able to extradite him.
How? They don't have an extradition treaty with anybody.
Yeah. So
yeah.
But I mean, I won't be doing anything.
Such a thrill seeker, huh? You?
Yeah. I mean, I won't do any vandalism, but I really want to just go down there and have a feel of it.
I do want to visit North Korea someday, but the cynic in me fears that I'll just burst out laughing.
True.
Yeah. like how because I'm a person who cannot stand like formalities and organized stuff. So I think I really like think that it's so weird. And it's so weird that I might just burst out laughing if, let's say, you go ask me to go and bow to the statues of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. I might just burst out laughing,
Would you do it if there were armed guards pointing a gun at you? Would you do it if there were armed guards pointing their gun at you?
Frankly, I do not know. I cannot answer you.
To be honest,
I would. I don't want to die there.
To be honest, I think
I will laugh inside, but I'll do it.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, I cannot promise you that I won't burst out laughing. Yeah.
I will be scared,
because I'm quite defiant by nature. Yeah.
You need to know where the ceiling is lah. I think if North Korea is not the ceiling, I don't know what your ceiling is really. Right? Not. Come on. I mean, for a guy to steal an exit sign and he can get 10 years jail, when you laugh in front of the statue of their beloved leader, I don't know what you're gonna get, man.
Well, I don't think they will actually shoot you lah. They can't.
Yeah.
They have a lot of problems with Singapore if they do that. So yeah, but they can sentence you to jail for disrespect lah. I think.
Yeah.
But to be honest, when I go there, I will have a mind of this is the facade that they are trying to shoot to let us see.
Oh yeah, like that movie.
Yeah.
Fake.
Yeah.
The interview.
Yeah. But
yes. Oh my, I actually wanted to bring that up, because I feel like if I do go there and I see a statue of Kim Jong-il,
or his father.
Yeah, Kim Il-sung.
Right.
Yeah.
Kim Jong-il, I will think of Randall Park. Let's get some bitches in here. I'm probably gonna laugh.
Yeah, look. The thing is, I just find the whole country just fascinating.
Yeah.
It's just fascinating to know and to see them like that. But I don't know, like I feel like if you go there as a tourist now, you're just like going to a zoo. with live animals,
which is the case.
which is actually very true.
Yeah, it is.
So it's quite scary.
Yeah.
With live animals and the zookeepers ready to throw you into the cage at any time.
The only thing is that in order to go there, it's like a bomb. You need to pay.
Yeah, it's quite expensive. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
I think it's about $4,000.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think more than 3/4 of it is bribe.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we have gotten all our travel bugs. No, actually no. I would say that we have exhausted whatever avenues we can on the topic.
Yeah.
Right. It's supposed to be
It's about time also.
It's supposed to be a relatively short and light-hearted topic. Although now that we have done recording, there are some rather heavy elements in there which I might have to edit out, but it's not a problem. But still, it's good to know what you guys think and to know your dream vacations and stuff. I think it's quite interesting to learn. Right. So yeah, I think we're gonna close this episode right here. And if you listening out there, if you enjoyed this episode, maybe when we have our social media pages, you can let us know, what you think of the episode and where you want to go. Share with us on our YouTube page, because this podcast is definitely gonna go out on our YouTube page. Speaking of which, you can find all of our material on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find video versions of our podcast on YouTube, which is actually the same exact thing, just that, you see our names, you see our Instagram handles, and you can follow us. Please follow us. We're a bit lonely.
Got waveform.
Waveform? No. The one, like literally, it takes an entire night just to export the 3 waveforms per episode.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's not easy. It takes a while. And we also have a couple of YouTube content on YouTube where we react to trailers. We came off of reacting to the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, the DC fandom trailer a couple weeks ago. We are still in the middle of reacting to Ultraman Trigger, although it's coming to an end. We hope you enjoyed all of our series, and if you want us to react to anything, do let us know. A special shout out to a couple of people who actually left us some messages on our YouTube page where you want us to react to Kamen Rider, what is it called? Riser?
Revise,
right.
Yeah.
We have discussed with each other, and we probably will not react to the entire series. We might react to a couple of selected scenes in the future, but thank you so much for suggesting that to us. We really appreciate you taking the time to leave us that comment, even though we might or might not do it. So thank you. We hope you carry on supporting us, and yeah, we hope you enjoy our content. So if there's nothing else, this is Prod.cast signing off.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.